What inspired you to become a chiropractor?
I wrestled for 9 years, high school, college, played football. I had a lot of neck problems because of that, so I went to see a chiropractor quite a bit. And just one day, I was at a career day at Owens, actually here in Findlay, and I didn't have a class I was supposed to be in, so I rushed into the first room I could find, which happened to be a chiropractor speaking. And I really liked what he said about helping people and doing a lot of great things for people. And I signed up for more information, and that was as a sophomore in high school. And at that point, I knew what I wanted to do.
Do you offer treatments for athletes?
Absolutely. We have a wide variety of different types of athletes that we take care of. Runners really benefit from what we do, but even golfers, swimmers, weightlifters, a lot of those people who do those types of competitions. We take care of a lot of football players. We've actually had some cross-country runners who we adjusted them on one day, and the next day they ran their fastest time by a solid minute, which is really great. We've had golfers who tell me that they can tell when they saw me over the summer when they hold their scorecards out. They can tell which days they saw me because they believed that they scored lower on the days that they came to see me. So a lot of it has to do with body balance when there's a lot less resistance. Obviously when things feel better, but when there's a lot less resistance and things are working as well as they can work, you're just going to perform better.
Do you offer chiropractic treatments for pregnant women?
Yes, we do. My wife, we've had 5 children, and so she's benefited greatly from the care that we provide. Just, again, trying to take a lot of the stress off of the lower back and just making things work as well as they can. Pregnant women are certainly a unique population. They have a lot of issues to deal with that someone who's not pregnant would not have to deal with. And usually they get a great deal of stress in a very short period of time. And so we do the best that we can to balance the body and just take as much stress off that lower spine and the upper back as well while they're carrying.
How young can a child be to receive a chiropractor appointment?
We've been able to take care of children that are literally like right out of the womb. There's really no child that's too young. I tell people, from birth until about at this point, I think 96 is the oldest person that I've been able to take care of. But yeah, as soon as they come out of the womb, we want to get them checked to make sure. Sometimes traveling through that birth canal is very traumatic and can really bother. Primarily, it would be the neck. But we do some checks on the neck and head to make sure everything's working properly. But, children come out of the womb and they can't tell you that they have a problem other than they cry. That's all they can do. And so if there's a lot of crying, they're unconsolable, they can't seem to get over things very quickly, or it's just not that they want to be held, oftentimes that means that they have a neck problem. That kind of thing can easily lead to things like chronic ear infections or earaches. It can also lead to digestive issues, which would be like colic and things like that, where the baby just doesn't want, they call it just a colicky baby. And what it means is I don't feel very good at all. I have, stomach pains. And so as far as I know, there is nothing that takes care of colic or earaches as well as chiropractic care does. But we've even had we had a triplet that came in. She was not developing as quickly as her siblings were. She did everything after they did it. They walked, they talked, they did everything after her. She was about 18 months old. And as soon as we started adjusting her, she had better balance. She started running instead of walking. She started jumping instead of running. Every time she came in, her mother noticed like a different milestone that had been reached, and it was because she had a big issue with her neck.
What are some health issues that chiropractic care can help with?
Well, chiropractic care can help with a wide variety of different things. The real common things that people think of are like neck pain, back pain, stuff like that, but there are lots of other things. Migraine headaches is something that responds very well to chiropractic care. Even there are a lot of studies that even show high blood pressure can be taken care of or very frequently lowered because of good chiropractic adjustment. We've helped people who have things like heartburn or chronic acid reflux, any kind of digestive issues, if you have balance problems, pain that shoots down into your arms and hands. People think of a pinched nerve as something that needs to have a surgical intervention, and more frequently than not, it can be taken care of with chiropractic care as well. We've taken care of people who have there's something called trigeminal neuralgia, which sounds like a really scary thing, but it just means that the nerve called the trigeminal nerve, which comes around your face, is irritated, and it can give you pain that feels like you have an ice pick stuck in your face, and there's no treatment for that medically. And we actually just saw a lady today who she's 89 years old. She's dealt with that for years, and now every once in a while she may notice a little bit of a twinge, but for the most part she's pain-free, rather than feeling it for days or weeks at a time.
What is the philosophy in serving your patients?
Well, I try to provide the best chiropractic care that I can for all of my patients. And I do that because my first commitment is to Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. And the Bible tells us to do everything as unto the Lord. So I want to serve people the best that I can. I want to do the absolute best that I can for them. And I believe that we were designed and made very well. Our bodies are a miraculous machine, but sometimes there are issues with it that need to be corrected. And we try to do that naturally rather than with drugs or surgery. So, and in so doing, taking care of those people, the people who come to see us, we are serving God, but we're serving those patients. But those patients can go out into the community. They can better serve the community because they have fewer days off. They have less time in the hospital. They have to see the doctor less often because they're functioning better. And they can spread the word and tell other people that, hey, you have a problem that a chiropractor can help you with. You should go, whether it's to come and see us or somebody down the street. We just want to get people well, and that makes the community a lot healthier.
How much a part of your practice is educating patients?
Well, I try to inform people about not just what their problems are, but how to avoid them once we get rid of them. So with the very first adjustment that I give to someone, I sit down with them and give them a very detailed explanation of findings that we had. We would have done an exam, we would have taken any x-rays, and we go over those. I show them the x-rays, I explain to them why they feel the way they feel, whether it's a low back problem that's coming from a neck issue, whether it's a neck issue that's giving them something else, whatever it is. I like them to know why they need what they need, but then once we have helped them and gotten them out of that issue, I try to explain to them, and it's usually not just one sit down, but we'll sit down several times and go over different things that they can do as more of a lifestyle change to make themselves healthier, rather than having to go to the doctor over and over again because they're just not doing something properly.
If people would like to learn more about your practice, how can they do that?
They can either just give us a call at 419-422-7677. I would be happy to talk with them. Or they can find us online at ReisnerSpinalCenter.com, or you can look us up on Facebook.
Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
This is Emily Knoll reporting from the Findlay Digital Media Club. Thank you for coming on board as a student sponsor. What are your thoughts on this program?
This program seems like it's pretty neat. It's got a lot of opportunity for you to get into the community. You get to learn about a lot of different things, but you also are helping a lot of different charitable organizations and stuff. So it's pretty neat.
Thank you for all you do for the community.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on board as a student sponsor. What are your thoughts on this program?
I think it's absolutely great, Emily. I mean, obviously, at 11 years old, you've got a great, great future ahead of you, and I'm sure there's other young adults like you involved in the program. So I'm excited to see, take the direction and the help and be involved in it. Obviously, it's a lot of self-confidence on your part, and I salute you, young lady, for what you're doing.
What other community activities do you support?
Well, there's actually quite a few. Special Olympics, I am a Rotarian for over 32, 33 years. So, and of course, Humane Society, and there's just a lot of community involvement that automobile dealerships do as a whole.
Thank you for all you do for the community.
Emily, thank you so much for being here with us today. We appreciate you.
Thank you for coming on board as a student sponsor. What are your thoughts on this program?
I think it's a great thing for kids to get involved in, and I think you did a great job.
Are there any other community activities that you support?
Well, we just got started, so not yet, but I'm sure there will be plenty in the future. So,
Thank you for all you do for the community.
thank you.
Thank you for coming on board as a student sponsor. What are your thoughts on this program?
I think it's a neat program, and it's very educational for me, and I think for you guys too.
What other community activities do you support?
That's a great question. Well, we do a lot. We do the campfire. We support them. Safe Ride Home, the Rotary Club, the Kiwanis, numerous churches, a lot of Little League, softball and baseball leagues, just a lot of different events over the course of the year.
Thank you for all you do for the community.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you for coming on board as a student sponsor.
You're welcome. I'm happy to help out, and I think this is a wonderful program, and I think it's a great opportunity for you to learn and to grow in this area, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
What other community activities do you support?
I'm a member of the Chamber, and occasionally I support the dance studio, Becky's School of Dance. I've supported in the past, as well as First Edition Show Choir for Findlay, and as well as the Association Van Buren's Show Choir.
Thank you for all you do for the community.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming on board as a student sponsor.
You're welcome. I'm happy to help students out, and I hope that you learn a lot through your experience.
What other community activities do you support?
Over the years, we've supported a lot of different community activities through the schools.
Thank you for all you do for the community.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming in and giving us the opportunity to be a part of your program.